make my Halloween snack board, we're going to start by making the pumpkin clementines. So you need a stick of celery for that. Slice lengthways 4 times, and then with those you're going to cut them about 1.5 inches long, and then we're going to use those, pop them through the center of the peeled clementines, so there's just a little bit sticking up so it looks like the top of a pumpkin stalk. Then just set aside when done. Next we're going to move on to our mini sweet peppers. For this we need to mix up a little bit of icing because we need that to stick the sugar candy eyes to the peppers. So we're going to make quite a thick icing, and then you're going to need a piping bag or tube, and just going to take 1 spoonful of icing and pop it in the bag, and then you're just going to like squeeze it off the spoon and into the bag, and then we are going to snip just the very tip of the piping bag because you want the hole to be really small that the icing comes out of. And then that's it, and then you need to just get your peppers ready. So put your peppers onto a plate because you need to be able to transfer them to the fridge. The flattest size pointing up so the eyes will stay on and they won't slip off because it's on the rounded curved edge. And then squeezing gently, just going to squeeze out 2 dots where you want your sugar eyes to go. And then you're going to carefully take the plate and transfer them to the fridge. Leave to chill for about 10 minutes until the icing has started to set. Take back out the fridge carefully and then add on your eyeballs. Add your candy eyes on top of the icing. Carefully try not to touch the black bits, and always do this with dry hands, otherwise the black pupils will run onto the white and won't look as good. And then when you're done, transfer carefully back to the fridge, so that will keep them fresh and speed up the hardening of the icing while you carry on with the rest of the board. So next we're going to move on to our fruit and marshmallow skewers. So you're going to halve your melon, de-seed it, and then cut it into about 1-inch slices, and then carefully cut that melon away from the skin. And then you want to cut those slices into roughly 1-inch cubes. You can neaten them up a little bit just to get the perfect, or as close to perfect cube shape as you can. But then we can start building the skewers. So you want to go melon, black grape, marshmallow, melon, black grape, marshmallow. Now we're ready to do the ghost faces on the marshmallows. So I'm using a chocolate writing tube here. All I do is put it in boiling hot water for 2 minutes just to soften the chocolate, and then you're ready to go. And then you can just pipe on your face however you like. I'm doing like a ghosty scream face, but yeah, do whatever you fancy. And then when you're done, just set aside for the chocolate to set, and you can put these in the fridge until ready to use as well. So next we're going to move on to our ghost sandwiches. Keep the sandwiches really simple, like just cheese or ham, and then use your cutter, press down really firmly, give it a wiggle. You want to get all the bread and ham away. And you can use any other Halloween style type of cutter you want as well. It doesn't have to be ghost, that's just what I've chosen to do. Okay, so now moving on to the ghost eyes. So we're just going to slice up some olives. You want to discard the very ends because the holes aren't going to be open wide enough. And then we're not going to add these to the sandwiches now. We're just going to chill or set aside until we're ready to compile the board. So now onto our banana ghosts. So just peel the bananas, and then what you want to do is cut off the bit less than half, depends how big your bananas are, but about 2.5, 3-inch ends. And then we're just going to again take that chocolate pen, pop it back in boiling hot water if it's gone hard, and do your bananas eyes and mouths, or whatever faces you want to do. Again, I'm going for like a scream face here. Then set aside for the chocolate to harden, and you don't want to do the bananas too far in advance because they will go brown. So lastly, we need to put together our apple mouths. So just slice up your apples about 1 centimetre in width slices. Then you're just going to spread peanut butter on one side of each. Go for a thick peanut butter, not an oily runny one. This is Sun Pat Smooth. And then you're just going to take a paper towel for each one and just rub it along the edge just to get it nice and neat, that edge. And then we're just going to add in the marshmallows, place them like teeth. Depending on the mini marshmallow size, you're going to fit 5 or 6 into each mouth. Then take a peanut butter covered slice and just position it on the top, gently pressing together so it secures it, and you're done.